Compounders, good morning. I was sick yesterday, but what a way to get better with this amazing trade on gold, which we all pre-planned, of course. It just can't get any better than this, like textbook. But it was very interesting what happened. So we'll make a separate video about it later today or tomorrow. So ask your questions in the questions channel in the private Discord if you want to know everything about this trade. Right now, I'm gonna go over the price action of BTC first. I'm feeling better already. Not 100% yet, but way better. Yesterday, I wasn't on the charts because I was sick. So let's go into the price action. I haven't seen the charts all day yesterday, so let's go into the price action. I'm gonna delete this and make sure everything is clear. Okay, BTC on the high time frame. Let's see. Because right now we have this area of supply, but you of course can draw this whole area as supply, but I just have the most refined area on my chart. So that's what I will watch, but that's like way up. So let's see if we can find a breaker while doing this video, and I cannot. So when I'm looking to find a breaker, I'm looking at an area like this, and then it breaks, but I can't because there's no fair value gap right there. So I cannot find a breaker. So let's go into the lower time frame already. And let's see if we can get some POIs, some points of interest for us to trade today. And we have a lot of liquidity above us. So above us right here, I'm sure when you find a heat map on CoinGlass, you can find a lot of liquidity above us. So here you can see that liquidity, that's because we got a slow move down. So the move down, like this high, doesn't take out this high. Do you see? This high is lower, this high is lower. That means there's a lot of liquidity above. So none of these highs take each other out. So watching that, let's see if we are... Nah, that doesn't look clean. I was looking for a distribution potentially into an accumulation, but that doesn't look that clean. Let's see if it does look clean on USDT. Because I was watching it on USDT as well. No, it doesn't. So this is a new range. Yeah. So this on USDT is a new range. But can you draw it? Yeah. Okay. You can draw it. Okay. Let's do USDT first because that's a bit more clear. So you have a very clear supply POI above us that's aligned with the 0.5. So in USDT, you draw your Fib level from here till here. There you can see your Fibonacci levels right there. So you have the 0.5 aligning with the supply above you. So that's very nice. And let's see what structure is saying. Structure is making an accumulation there. And then higher highs, higher lows after it. So a higher high, higher low, higher high. So that means you can draw your structure, your range from high to low. So this is a range you're in right now. And you already have a deviation of the upper section of the range, which means this can distribute. But what do we see here on the lower side of the range is that you had a model. So you had a range here, which was contracting. So the range was like this, boom, and this. And you had a fake move. So you had a manipulation phase right there, manipulative move, before going up. So this was your expansion. And right now you're still in that range. But that means that price didn't leave a lot of liquidity behind here. So if you're going to watch for a distribution schematic, you have to know that there isn't a lot of liquidity left behind here. So there's no liquidity trail. So you need a liquidity trail right there. So on the upper side, on the upper section, you need a lot of liquidity. Whoa, damn, guys, it's early still. What time is it? It's a 7. Okay, fair. But you need a lot of liquidity to be left behind in order to have a good return to zone. And right now, that is not really the case here on USDT because of that manipulation phase. So, but we do. So, what do I want to say? We do have a good bottom here. That's what I want to say. So, good bottom, first deviation. We have a deviation on the upper section. So, we have our tip 1, we have our tip 2. Right now, I was watching for some supply, but I couldn't find any supply. Like, while I was talking, I was watching supply. I haven't seen the charts since yesterday, but I don't see some good Model 2 supply. Like you already took the extreme liquidity right there. So there's your extreme liquidity. There's your tap 3 technically. So technically the move is already confirmed to go to the range low, but I wouldn't bet on it. So what I am watching for is a move into supply and then break structure. Then you have your 1, 2, 3. So I will watch your Model 1 here. I will keep watching this range today and see what the USDT is gonna bring us. Yeah, you don't have some. Yeah, you do. All right, so I will watch this supply for some local rejections, but that's of course very low time frame. Like this is the main thing on USDT I'm watching. So I will watch for potential range creation on the mid time frame on USDT, and that means a range creation like this. So that means price going up all the way there, deviating that range high, taking time before you can properly distribute. That's on the high time frame what I am watching on USDT. So let's go to Bitcoin again and let's see if we can create a range based on that USDT range, and that will be this. So I wouldn't even have drawn this range if I haven't seen USDT. So this does look way less good. We did have a move up after mitigating that demand. So the POIs I will watch is this end of the liquidity, which is very nice. That's that first move up. So that's that extreme liquidity. As you can see, the first move up before the first higher low. But I don't like this range when I look at it on BTC. And that's because of that high I was talking about in USDT. That's about this. It's a good high. So we do have that first deviation, but I don't like the range so far. That's because you didn't have acceptance back inside the range immediately, which you did have on USDT. And it looks like we are now distributing on the lower time frame as well. This looks like distribution, but nothing. You're already too late if you want to trade that. Let's see on the lower time frame. So on the higher time frame, this was your POI and of the liquidity, the higher low. So watch this. I don't even have an alert here, but I will set one. Very important POI. This just is the first higher low. So have your alert there for potential models to form into that POI. Okay, too long. I'm gonna have my alert on the supply as well for potential distribution schematics today or tomorrow. So potential shorts there. Right now you're shorting, you're forming the distribution schematic not in a real POI. No. So you're in the middle of nowhere. And do I have a Model 2 POI then? I don't. I don't. You're just in demand already right here. So there's your demand already. Like, I don't really have I have a demand POI right here, which is unfortunate because that would make things way cleaner. But here as well, you took that extreme liquidity already. But I would never trade this. because of a lack of time displacement, return to zone, confluence. No, not the confluence actually, because USDT got a pretty good confluence. So this is Bitcoin. I cannot make more of it. If we go lower, then it would be cleaner to create a range like this. This will be my preferred scenario, to create a range like this and accumulate right here. That will be way cleaner. So this will be a way cleaner starting point of my range. So this is what I like more. If we don't do that and go even lower, I will watch for longs there. And if we keep this range right here, then it's gonna be a bit harder to find longs. So that is BTC. Oh, and if we, by the way, don't move up from that liquidity point, I will watch for range creations right there, just like I explained on USDT. So right now we are going to gold, because it's very nice to trade gold. I'm not going over this TA. I will do that later in another video, as I said. But let's do some TA on gold, because we absolutely nailed this short, by the way. Damn, guys. Even made a public post on X about it. Like, you didn't even need to be in a Discord to have shorted this. But you can trade gold on all your crypto exchanges as well, on BitUnix, on Blowfin, so that's amazing. You did create very good supply there. So this is heavy supply. Heavy supply. Let's see. Because we do have a big fair value gap right there. These are good creation, not creations. These are good times to trade. Fuck. I cannot find the word. The English is not my first language, guys. I'm Dutch. But I was watching for a breaker block, but I don't find anything. No. I cannot find a good breaker in there. Maybe on a 90-minute. No. Almost. But no. So no breaker for us. So now I'll watch for just supply, and we have this supply POI as well, this higher time frame supply POI. So this is your big supply, and this is your most refined supply. So I will have my alert on both. And don't underestimate trading gold, guys. Trading gold is awesome. So that's why I like it. That's why I like that BitUnix and Blowfin added it to their exchanges. I even made sure it wasn't TradingView. Like I called my USDT. I called my BitUnix manager, and he literally added it to TradingView. So that's awesome. Because it didn't had a pair before. Like, it just listed on TradingView the Tuesday. So that's awesome. Alert there. Alert on the refined supply. Maybe we do have a breaker. Nah. No. This is the range you're in right now from high to low. So you did make a higher low here on gold. But you're now bouncing off that demand. By the way, to give a slight update of my short, I am fully out of my position. I know Wozo took 33% or something. I am fully out of my position. So I ended up having a what was it, a 3.5 hour trade or something. So that's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. I do like have 5% running or something. It's almost nothing. But I'm watching this range right now. Let's see if we got an unfinished candle, and we don't. So unfinished high time frame candles can be massive liquidity magnets. As you can see right here on the daily and the 3-day, this was a heavy magnet as well, and heavy confluence to short. Crazy. But I don't like this range that much. Right now we're in. It's a bit weird to trade. This is the end of the liquidity for potential longs. But we do have a massive red circle low here. Like, I don't have to explain why this is a red circle low and what a red circle low is, right? I explained it like a million times, but it's now backed by Wyckoff. So we also don't really have any good extreme supply here. Why? There isn't a clean POI. So we do have this extreme liquidity POI, but I wouldn't dare trading it full risk. Yeah, that's the only POI I have for you guys. Literally. That's the only POI I have. So, right now we do have our 1 and 2. So, or we go higher. That's the best scenario. And make a good model in here. In your refined the supply. Or we do it in a normal supply. That's also possible. Or we have a slow move up, leaving behind supply, liquidity, have manipulation, and boom, an aggressive breakout structure. Then I might try it as well. Then we have a back to back to back. Crazy. So trading gold is going absolutely amazing. So that's nice. But yes, I would consider taking this. Volume profile. Where's the volume? Oh, volume profile is pretty evenly distributed as well. If we can get it more up, the volume area high here, POC here, low here, we have a gap in volume there. So right now the volume area is like this. So it's evenly distributed. If we can get it more like this, then you have a gap here. Then we have an inefficient range, it will be even better. So that's what I will watch for. Volume profile, guys, is so important. I haven't emphasized on the importance enough. Because you need them to scale in of your in positions when you're accumulating. You need to see them scaling in into those positions. So your volume profile cannot be only in the upper section of the range. It needs to at least be evenly distributed on your range. And preferably, it needs to be on the lower section only. Then you have a gap in volume here, go higher. It's so important, guys. It's so important. So that's what I will watch for. Let's see if we are already creating a good topping structure. No, not yet. Not. Ooh, actually. No, not yet. I don't like the 6-hour candle there. So that's what I will watch for on gold. Let's go to Ethereum. And this is gonna be a big update, guys. So make sure to like this video to maybe react on it. I never ask it. I even feel awkward to ask it. But it helps to boost the engagement, you know. So always nice. Not the biggest fan of this range. I am the biggest fan of this demand zone. That's why we are bouncing from it as well. Of the 618. Gave it way in advance, by the way, this POI. Make sure to watch this as well. Okay. Because this range on ETH is already confirmed. Like, we are already in this range. Why? Because we touched the EQ, the yellow line. So that is a confirmed range. We are now in good looking demand. Very good looking demand. That's 45-minute. I cannot find a more refined breaker in here. So this is good looking demand. It looks very distributive right now as well. Just like BTC. So preferably we make a new range here. Preferably we make a new range here that will be way cleaner. You had a distribution schematic there, which you could have traded. This looks very clean. So this was a short here. definitely down. Red circle low below. This was clean, guys. Holy shit. Someone please. Range inefficiency. Guys, this is exactly what I mean. This is just a whole gap in volume, range from high to low. Holy shit. Super clean. Did it have a clean POI? Oh, it didn't grab extreme liquidity though. But if you... Did it have a local model there? Oh, look at this. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, boom. Break structure, good high. Yeah, clean, guys. Damn. Please tell me someone traded this. This is exactly what I mean with the volume profile being inefficient, being on a upper section of the range. But anyway, the scenario I like the most is creating a range right here. So creating a new range right here, which you deviate and which you can long. That's this. If we don't do it, nah, I'm not even saying if we don't do it because I need it. Because when I draw my range like this, it's not super clean. We do have this extreme liquidity. I get. Wait. Gonna do some proper. No, we do have extreme demand there. We do have this 3-minute extreme demand. Okay, this is actually a very clear POI. This is a very clear POI. And this is a very good area to bounce as well. But I don't like the range right now. I would rather create a new range. But I am gonna watch this POI, yes. But know that I like the idea of creating a new range way more, okay? So I am gonna set an alert there in case we make, for example, a low time frame Wyckoff, you know? So that's clear. Bitcoin is clear. Gold is very clear. Gold is very clear. Let's do silver for the last pair. No, USD. Silver. You can trade silver as well on the crypto exchanges, guys. So range is confirmed. So you now have a range like this. So your range is confirmed. Am I call? Yeah. No, I'm not gonna call it a red circle low, but I still do expect it to get taken out. Do we have a breaker in here? No. Yeah, 3 hour. The only breaker I see here. Oh, it's also 1 hour, also a 2 hour. That's fine. You have some more supply here. But in case you front run this structure supply, which I will watch heavier, you know why it front run, if it front runs, okay? Then let's go. You have a double breaker here as well on the 30. Like, this is getting interesting. So I like that. And you have the most refined supply here on silver. Boom. There. Not as good as an high as gold had, but still fine. What I'm now doing is scanning for breakers, right? So that's what I'm doing when I'm flickering through the time frames. And you do have one here, but this one is so small, like this very small 4 hour. It's a double breaker as well. But don't underestimate them. They can literally give reactions. It's crazy. So on the lower time frame, let's see Yeah. Okay. This is very good starting point of a range. So I'm watching for potential accumulation here. You had an accumulation sort of here starting off that range, which you see very often. End of the liquidity is here. So those are the lower time frame POIs on silver. So what I'm watching here is a potential accumulation schematic. What I'm watching here is a potential distribution schematic coming into those POIs. So I have my alerts ready there. I have my alerts ready on this range low. And that's what I'm watching on silver. So the idea is very clear here as well. And you are in this higher time frame range, so don't forget that. And that's the silver chart. So we now did Bitcoin, gold, silver, everything. I hope I'm fully not sick anymore tomorrow, but I already feel way better than yesterday, guys. Updates in the compound. Make sure to join the compound if you're not in already, but I'm sure you already are. The link's in the bio. Like the video, comment if you have a question, and see you on the next one, guys. Ciao, ciao.